welcome back to my channel. It's Andrea and I'm here today with my third update for my combined 12 oldies and 12 favorites in 2022 project pan. These are two separate project pans that I combined into one video because it's easier that way. They were both created by Denise from Just Some Makeup Pans over on Instagram, who I always have linked down below. And I'm doing it a little bit differently this year. I'm only working on 6 of each at a time, and as I finish something or hit my goal, I'm going to roll in a new product. I don't have any new products to roll in this month, but hopefully next month. I think it's going to be one of those things where it's like every other month I might have a goal met on something. This just happens to be one of the months where I don't have any goals met, but I do have some good progress. So as always, I'm going to start with my oldies and then move on to my favorites. The first oldie is actually 2 separate products together. I don't know what I did with the compact, but I had a huge julep, like highlighter-ish type product that I already had pan in. I did not want to try to use it up as a powder on my face because that would never happen. And I had this Sea Booth Lemon Sugar body lotion, and I made a Franken shimmery body lotion. So this is this is what I have left. I've used it 8 more times this past month for a total of 29 times. It actually went down a little over 64 grams. So it's still gonna be a couple months, but like I said, this is not, it's not as moisturizing or as thick as some of my other lotions that I'm working on right now. So I'd rather try to use those more when my legs, because I primarily use this on my legs, when my legs needs that extra moisture. And then in the summer, because this has the highlighting powder in it, for that extra little shimmer, it'll look better in the summer. But I am using it. I'm very excited because this will be done this year. I've had this for such a long time. Like, I don't even know how long it's been since Ulta stopped carrying this brand, but I'm very excited about this one. I can't wait to get it off of my bathroom counter, and I'm sure my husband can't wait for that to happen either. The next product I was working on was my Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop. It was a mini, and I was working on it a long time ago and it broke and I had to repress it, and I repressed it in here. So that's why it's in this Milani powder compact. I did repress it from last time because it was just flaking everywhere. So it looks like I have a lot more now, but again, it's definitely been used. I've used it 7 more times, with the exception of the lotion and the Cuticle Bomb. That's also in this project. I'm wearing everything today, so this is on my cheeks on top of the Super Shock highlighter that I have in this project, but they pair really well together. So I've got 13 total uses on this, and this is going to be really good for the summertime, so hopefully I can make some really good progress. Use it a little more consistently starting this next month, but I don't think I will have a problem actually finishing this in 2022. It's just, it might take me a while. Okay, then the next product I have is my Colourpop No Filter Stick. It's a no filter sticks with an X. I feel stupid saying that, so I just call it a no filter stick. It's their foundation stick. This is the shade Light 55C. It's pretty. I'm wearing it today. Obviously, I said I was wearing everything. It's decent color match for me right now. I think I will be able to have this done before the shade gets too light for me, but we'll see. So this is what I've got left. I've used it 13 times this past month for a total of 30 times since the beginning of the project. And you can see I actually made quite a decent jump. So this is the little diagram or whatever I have, and you can see, so the first month there's this little blue line, last month there's this little green line, and this month this orange line, which is basically the same the same as those two lines combined. So I'm making good progress on it, especially since 50 Shades of Purple is ending in like a week, and I will probably put that foundation aside. I feel like I have cat hair. I'm like Jalen. I feel like I have cat hair everywhere. I haven't touched a cat in like an hour. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, that foundation I'm using in 50 Shades of Purple, I'm probably going to put it away for the time being once that project is done. Oh my god, what is going on? I swear. Especially because that foundation shade is even lighter than this, so it's going to be unusable in the summertime. So besides like foundations that I might pull in for a couple of uses in other projects, this will be the only foundation that I'm actually working on completing starting after next week. So I think it'll start going quite a bit faster after that. And I will be glad to get it out, not only to have a foundation empty. Those are not my favorite, and I've had it for a long time, and I just want it to be out of my collection. Next is my like body mist fragrance for this portion. This is my Bath & Body Works body mist in Twilight Woods. This is moving so slowly. I've used it 23 times. I try to at least use it every night before I go to bed. Like obviously some nights I forget, some nights I do twice. I feel like I may have used it more than that and I just like forgot to mark it, but 23 marks is what I have down for a total of 51. And this is where I was able to make a new line. This is so reflective. It's really hard. I feel like it's really hard. There we go. So that's how much progress I've made in actually 2 months, because I couldn't make a mark last month. This will definitely not be done this year. But at least I'm using it. It's just so big. That's what she said. That's what he wishes she said. Anyway. And the last old item is this Cuticle Bomb. This is an indie brand called Indigo Bananas. I have to look. I'm not quite sure if they're still in business or not. Like, I feel like they still have products on their website, but almost everything is sold out. So, I don't know. But anyway, I've had this for a very long time. This is a strawberry mint cuticle balm. It still smells good, and it works fine. I do really like the smell. So I rolled this in last time. It had quite a bit of use on it. It was not new by any means. I've used it 9 times, so almost every time I've done my nails. Like sometimes I just don't want to be bothered, but I use it almost every time I do my nails. Last time I did not have like pan or jar or what have you, and I hope you can see how much. Like I wasn't far away. I think it took me like 2 uses before I actually hit jar, and then I've just been slowly expanding it. So I don't think this will be done by next month. Part of it depends on how often I do my nails. But I think like maybe 2 months and I could have this done, which would be really nice. So that is the last product that I'm currently working on for my oldies. Now for my 6 products for my favorites. The first is the fragrance that I have in this portion of the project, which is my Pacifica Tuscan Blood Orange Perfume Rollerball. There it is. I've used it 7 times this past month for a total of 16. So we're making good progress. I am working on quite a variety of scents right now. So it might not have as much use as I could give it, but I still think that I can have this done this year, and that would make me happy. I'm like kind of on a perfume. I am a perfume person now apparently, and I just got a bunch of like little mini sample stuff from Sephora. So as much as I love this, when it is gone, I'm not going to repurchase it right away because I do want to like work through some of my smaller ones and some more rollerballs before I go ahead and repurchase this. But I love this scent. It is it's not like a bright citrusy orange. It's a very, it's a like a deep, how do I even describe it? It's a very rich orange, if that makes any sense. I think it's got some undernotes of raspberry and maybe something else, but it is a really good fall citrus perfume, I think. I mean, I just wear whatever I want whenever I want, but I think this is a really good fall scent as well. So maybe I might not get as much use out of it, or I might get more use out of it once fall comes if it's not empty already, but I mean, I love it. Then we have my Becca Backlight Primer. And you can see I made actually a bit more of a jump compared to the last month's because I finished the other primer that I was working on, which I was splitting my time in between. So now this is the only primer that I am currently working on. I've used this 13 times this past month for a total of 39. This will obviously still be in the project for at least 3 more months, I'm guessing, but it will definitely be done this year. I have to look because I think I have another one of these. So I won't be like super sad when this one is gone. I'll be a little sad when the other one is gone, but there's no lack of like glowy, illuminating, kind of like champagne-y, goldy, whatever color this is, type primers on the market. So it is what it is, but I'm glad that I'm getting use out of it before it goes bad, because I believe this one is also, besides being my favorite, it is also quite old. Then we have my 2 Colourpop Super Shock Cheek products, which I have used both of them 4 times this month. The first is my blush in Drop of a Hat, which is, of course, the blush that I am wearing. So I've got a total of 10 uses on this. And, of course, I'm not trying to finish these in a year. I'm not that delusional. I'm just trying to hit pan. So I don't have progress pics. I've only used it 4 times. I mean, it's not going to look much different, but there it is. And then the highlight, which out of the 2, I think this is the one I'm going to hit pan on first because it is still, like that one, the Drop of a Hat blush is still creamy, but this one is just, this one is mushy creamy, like not in a bad way though. You know what I mean. So this is the highlighter in Guilty Pleasure. I've got a total of 11 uses on this one. And I mean, you can see that there's definitely some usage going on. And these really, okay, it's time for like my bi-weekly Colourpop rant. The packaging on these is really deceptive because you think you're getting a ton of product, but the pan probably is like, it doesn't even come down to this first like ridge right here. These are pretty shallow products. So it's always for me hard to gauge exactly how close I am to pan because there's way less product in here than you think there is. So, but this will definitely have pan in it at some point. I don't know about the blush. I should be able to hit pan in the blush, but. The next is the lip product that I'm wearing today. It is my Oden's Eye Elva Cream Lip Stain in the shade Lady Camellias. I don't want to try to finish this by any means because I know that will never happen. I just want to use it 30 times. So as of the last update, I had used it 6 and I've used it 4 more times this month for 10 uses. And I think I'll probably be using this a lot more coming up. Not that I'm using my 50 Shades of Purple lip products anyway, but once those are all like out of my everyday makeup area, I feel like I'll be reaching for this more just because there will be less lip products that my attention is drawn to and I just kind of, things get lost in the shuffle. So 20 more uses on this, but I think the majority of those uses will probably be in the next couple of months, but we'll see. And then lastly, we have my rotating eyeshadow from my Safari Rain palette. Since I already hit pan and lioness last month, I decided I'm going to work on the shade Congo Basin. to hit pan. This is a matte shadow, so it's going to take a while. I have used it 6 times this month. I am wearing it today, although it's kind of hard to see. It's in my crease, but like other things are kind of on top of it, so you don't really see it that well. I don't know. There's like, you can maybe see that it's getting a tiny dip in it, but we're a long, long way from pan. Knowing how I pan things, we may not roll in another shadow in this palette for the rest of the year, but we'll see. So I think, I'm trying to remember, what did I finish? I know I finished one product from each. Well, finished or hit a goal. What did I finish in the Oldies? My setting spray. So I need to keep track of that on this sheet so I don't forget. So far this year, I've finished one item from my Oldies, which was my Ulta setting spray, and one item from my favorites, which is I hit pan in that shade Lioness. So I've got 5 more products for both that I need to roll in at some point. I think next month, if I, again, don't have any empties or goals met, I will just roll in an extra product for both just to make sure I get to all 12 this year. But like I said, we'll have to see like what kind of damage I can do to that cuticle oil. Actually, the cuticle oil might be the only thing I could realistically finish. Maybe if I use it every day, I could hit pan in that highlight, but I'm not going to use it every day. So we might just be rolling in stuff next month anyway, but that is my update. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're staying safe and sane and healthy, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.